Hello everybody and welcome to my channel. My name is Peace. I'm with the Footsteps to Peace. I'm a psychic astrologer and an intuitive life coach. If you are interested in a personal reading, please feel free to check the description box down below. There you'll find the link to my website, thefootstepstopeace.com. Like, share, and subscribe. You know I appreciate it, and hit that notification bell so you can be updated the next time I post a video. Alright, so we are on Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine. Alright, so calling in your soulmate. Make the effort, and one more for the Divine Masculine, Divine Feminines. Okay, that was too many. So, and give your relationship a chance. So, I feel like with the Divine Masculine and Feminine, we're working on calling in our soulmate, okay? I feel like someone here knows that they need to make an effort in this situation. I feel like maybe it's, if you don't have anyone in mind, I feel like you really need to start putting it out there to the universe and envisioning it so that it can come into you, okay? I feel like for others of you, there is someone here that maybe this person has a codependency issue. Maybe it's an addiction. Maybe it's even where somebody is codependent on them. And whether this is you, the masculine, or you, the feminine, you'll know exactly who this is. I feel like with that said, and it can very well even be your children, okay? Especially when I'm seeing kids here. But I do want to say that, we need to be careful not to be codependent on this relationship coming together. Now, I feel like the both of you guys are definitely working on a new life, a new existence, new, and it's showing up underneath the calling in your soulmate. So I feel like for some of you guys, if you don't know who this person is, I feel like you are calling in, how do I want to say this, Spirit? You're putting your manifestations out to the universe and you are just allowing it to come in. I feel like, for others of you guys, you're definitely letting other people know that you are interested in putting yourself out there. And I do feel like somebody else is going to want to make an effort towards you. But I do want to say, let it flow, okay? Let it flow. I do want to say that there is some chaos and conflict that is here with the making an effort. I don't know if this is a mental chaos that we're going through here, and that's kind of what I'm seeing is I think one of you is conflicted on whether or not you even want to start a new life with this Divine Masculine or the Divine Feminine. But I do feel like, there is a higher power that is guiding the two of you together. But I feel like you're conflicted. And I want to say that this has to do with the feminine, especially when I'm seeing the yin energy here, which is feminine, and then above it, it's the codependency. So I don't know if maybe the feminine has gotten over her codependency, because that's kind of what I'm seeing here. And she is no longer codependent on the masculine or the feelings of needing the masculine to come in and make an effort. Because I feel like the masculine has been so childish that it has caused so much conflict that it's like I really see the feminine just like, I see this, she's got her arm up in both of these. So I feel like with the feminine, she's like spreading her wings. Let's see. Let's look at the feminine a little more closely. Spirit, please show me the Divine Feminines for the week of August 15th, 2020. For the week of August 15th. What do the Divine Feminines need to know? Divine Feminine, Spirit. What does the Divine Feminine need to know about their love life? Okay. So yeah, there's been chaos here. Spirit. Maybe that's where that codependency comes in. Yeah, and it had everything to do with the karmic partner. Okay, so Yeah, sorrow that was caused. It says deep distress caused by loss, disappointment, or other misfortune suffered by oneself or others. And that is caused chaos. I feel like you had hope for this other partner. You were hoping that this person would come in, but it's caused you grief. And you realize that for some of you, this person is with a karmic partner. The purpose of this connection is to learn lessons, provide personal growth, and self-empowerment required for our soul's journey. So I want to say for others of you, this definitely could have been a soulmate, because it is saying you called in a soulmate. Soulmates come with lessons. And when I'm looking at this with the codependency and then the chaos and conflict and the karmic partner and the chaos, because you've got chaos here twice. So maybe it's a mental conflict, because that's what I'm really seeing here is a mental conflict. And you know what? Anger. There's anger here. There's sorrow here. There's sadness. It's caused... Yeah. But I feel like you're being guided out of this, feminines. I do see that. So let's look and see where the masculines are. Where are the masculines? Of course, the first thing I see is overthinking for the masculines. Masculines love life for the 15th. August 15th, 20th, 2020. Okay. Yeah, I do see that the masculines are definitely entertaining. It looks like a karmic relationship, like I see here, because in the same position for the masculines, we have intimacy. So for some of you, the masculines have moved forward. I think that the masculines, let me look at the bottom of the deck. Yeah, they're cowardice, no courage, afraid to tell the truth, afraid to do the right thing. So for some of you guys, the masculines are just at this point where, they're just kind of traveling and doing their thing. They could definitely be traveling, some of them could be traveling to want to come and see you, maybe just for intimacy. And that's what the crossroads is all about. For others of you, yeah, this person has been a coward, yeah, and it caused heartbreak with the divine feminine. Okay, and the heartbreak, yeah, cowardice, no courage, afraid to tell the truth, afraid to do the right thing, divine feminine, sacred feminine, masculine recognizes his feminine, the connection, and she feels like home to him. But he broke her heart in the past because he was being a coward. And I think he moved away from this relationship. And I think that the divine feminine has had hope that the masculine would come back. But I feel like the divine feminine has lost hope. Because one, the divine masculine has a connection with someone else. I do see that here, because these are also past energies as well. How do the divine feminine see the divine masculine? Let's see the divine masculine. Wow. The divine feminines are just having confidence. Like, they're working on finding clarity, able to see things clearly, understanding situations, people, and things for what they truly are. That's at the bottom of the deck. But the divine feminines have confidence that this is a lesson in the twin flame journey. I mean, there's no other way to read that. And they realize that, they've had to get rid of their own karmic partners as well and begin this new life. And they are calling in whether it's their soulmate or their twin flame. For some of you, it is your soulmate. For others of you, it's a karmic partner. And others of you, we do have a twin flame. So it depends on where you are in the journey. Some of you guys were working on a twin flame and are going to choose to go with a soulmate. Some of you are codependent on a soulmate and karmic partner and need to move towards your twin flame. And that goes vice versa. You know what side of the fence you stand, because I can say divine feminine and then a divine masculine is taking on that energy, okay? They're detached from their masculine. So let's see. How did the masculines, feel about the feminine? Well, we got 3. The divine masculines feel unworthy. So, unworthy, spirituality, and chance. And they have a confession. They want to take off the mask. See, there's a mask there, and I've definitely been seeing the theme of masks. But I feel like these masculines, I think for some of you, these masculines have a confession that yes, maybe they did go back to a karmic partner because they felt unworthy. But, where the feminine has lesson, the masculine has the spirituality. So this is their lesson. I feel like the two of you are learning lessons through one another. And I feel like this masculine is definitely wanting it at a crossroads right now, but definitely learning through their spirituality that they want to take a chance, wanting to take a leap of faith, ready to take a chance, not wanting to miss out on an opportunity. This person wants to roll the dice. I think that there's a deep intimacy between you and your masculine. For some of you, I feel like after the two of you were intimate, there was a crossroads, and I feel like the masculine felt that they were unworthy of being with you at that time. I think that they also felt that they weren't at their level of spirituality that you were, or are. I must say are. Because you have clarity. They are wanting to confess. You see them for who they are. It's like, I don't think that I think the masculine knows that you know about the karmic partner. And I think that they're afraid of confessing because they may feel like you may reject them, and that's where this unworthiness comes through. How are the feminines feeling in their heart space about the masculine? Isolated, toxic addiction, guilt wounds, separation. It's a trigger. In their heart, I feel like the feminines are feeling, well, like it says, isolated. For some of the feminines, maybe they're turning to their addictions, back towards maybe alcohol, drugs, Amazon shopping. I think that they're tired of separation. Guilt wounds. Feels sorry, uses guilt to manipulate, afraid to set boundaries. I think that in her heart, she realizes that this separation is what she needed, and that's what she's learning the lesson on, is because in the past, when I'm seeing the codependency here and the toxic addiction, maybe for some of you, you have been in relationships with people who have addiction issues, who have made you feel isolated as if things were your fault. Maybe this was a false twin, somebody that was actually a karmic partner, but you thought that they were your twin flame. And so you had to overcome these guilt wounds. And that's part of the twin flame journey. And when I say the twin flame journey, it's to help you get out of these karmic relationships and learn the lesson, especially when I'm seeing twin flame and lesson right next to it. It's to help you build the confidence. For some of you, whether you were with the person who had addiction issues in the past, or you're with or you're overcoming addiction issues yourself, I feel like, as the first card out is codependency and calling in your soulmate, make the effort, give your relationship a chance. I feel like in order to do so, we have to let go of the need to have this relationship. And maybe that's the addiction for some of you. Maybe you used to be addicted to needing to be in the relationship, and now you're feeling guilty because maybe you don't find the need for it anymore. It's not necessary. So sometimes we have to battle that in ourselves, but just know, and that maybe it's causing a lot of, I think it's causing a lot of heartache. Show me how the masculines are feeling in their heart. Oh my God. In the exact same position, get this, you guys. The masculines also got guilt wound. You both got it. You guys are mirroring each other. Guilt wound. Feel sorry, uses guilt to manipulate, afraid to set boundaries. Same exact for the masculine and the feminine. And especially when I'm looking at the separation between the two of you, I feel like you guys are feeling guilty for not being with one another. I think that the masculine is feeling guilty because they didn't take a chance on this relationship. I do feel like for some of you guys, depending on where you're at, the masculine is wanting to ask you out on a date. But for others of you, I feel like the masculine is with someone else and is still with someone else. What does the masculine want the feminine to know? Yeah, it's deception. Yeah, deception came out. Someone is wearing a false self mask, and we did see the guy pulling, the mask up over the top of his head. I feel like for some of you, your masculine is definitely seeing someone else right now. In a relationship with someone else. Dating someone else because they feel unworthy of you. And I think that has a lot to do with the guilt wounds that the both of you guys are feeling. How are the feminines feeling in their heart? Unrequited love. So we've got now deception and unrequited love. So there's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. I do feel like, this separation is at the point of, should I stay or should I go? I feel like, there's that crossroads here. And I feel, if you've learned the lesson in spirituality, sometimes, like I said, for some of you, if you've been watching my channel for a while, this person is only sent here to trigger you and you're into finding your soul tribe. Like-minded people who get you. And maybe that's what the person was triggered, sent here to trigger in you, is so that you could. Oh my God. So at the bottom of the deck, you got music with the divine masculine, and you got trigger. So So I think that music is triggering your divine masculine. I think that this person messages received through music and lyrics. I think that this person's shared music with you, and when he hears certain music, it triggers him, and it reminds him of you. Yeah, he's being very detached right now. He's been very detached. Music. I feel like this person wants to take a chance, but I feel like for the two of you, I think that you're at this crossroads for the both of you. I think that you both have hope for this, but I feel like, again, it's a self-worth issue. When I'm seeing with the feminines, unrequited love, and then I'm seeing the codependency, I see that on both sides. I think that somebody could have definitely traveled in to come and see your divine masculine for some of you. But I think that the toxic addiction between the two of you very well could have been the passion. And that's where the codependency, for some of you, this is the sexuality, because I'm looking at the intimacy and the passion. For some of you, this person is going to call you on a date, but it's just because they are wanting to be intimate with you, and it's for sexual reasons right now. And I think that for some of you, this could be where they're wearing the false self mask. I feel like for the feminines, you need to allow this to flow naturally to you. And I feel like, pushing this, I think timing is everything. And I think that for some of you, I just feel like you're learning the lesson, and others of you, you're moving on. I feel like like I said at the beginning, I think some of you are moving into a new life with a soulmate instead of the twin flame. Okay, I'm seeing the new life here. Because I feel like where you're at right now there's so much confusion with this. Like, this person's not making an effort towards you. And for some of you, it's just time for you to move on, and you know that. And I feel like there's this sense of longing. See how she's longing for her soulmate? But here, she's calling it in. She's calling him in. And vice versa. I mean, flip it, twist it however you want. But I see that the masculines are calling it in too. So maybe feminines, you're taking on the masculine energy as well. Like I said, you know where you stand. But you both have guilt wounds that you're trying to overcome. I mean, that is plain and simple. It's in the exact same thing. And I do feel like the masculine is definitely in throes of passion with a karmic partner. But and for some of you, they're with this karmic partner and they can't stop thinking about you. They're with someone that there's not enough love or attraction for. For others of you, you're going to be tempted by karmic partners, and I feel like you need to pay attention to the red flags, because I'm almost seeing the ties on there as red, just red. When you look down, it looks like flag. That's what I caught anyway, and I am looking at the flags up here. And the flags here in the chaos and conflict. I feel like the masculine is definitely in the shadows, and I do feel like the feminine, I feel like the feminine is definitely gaining confidence during isolation as well. and overcoming her addiction to needing this relationship and, you know, feeling guilty. Maybe as a feminine or even a masculine, well, you both have guilt wounds. So I feel like the two of you both feel guilty, maybe for something that the both of you said or did. There is definitely a higher power guiding this, and I just feel like the ebbs and flows. And when I'm looking here, there is a message coming in. It just hasn't quite gotten here, and I feel like it's delayed. And I feel like let it come in, and that's where you learn the lesson. So you guys, if this sounds like your story and you are interested in a personal reading, please feel free to check the description box down below. There you'll find the link to my website, thefootstepstopeace.com. Like, share, and subscribe. You know I appreciate it. And hit that notification bell so you can be updated the next time I post a video. Take care, and we'll chat again next week.